Okay, so I have a battle with QMaster. And the last battle I had with this guy, it was amazing. Way close. It's so close. It was amazing. So he sends out a ninja to start. And it's obvious this thing is just going to get as much speed boost as possible before he has to baton pass. So I'm going to try and break his subs until then. So yeah, this is basically the first quarter of the match. He just subs up and I try and break him, but you know, even with the choice scarf, it's not gonna help me break this thing. So I'm at a loss here. And with substitute and protect, pretty screwed. Except, you know, if I run out of eruptions, I'm more worse off. And yeah, so I'll just keep breaking his subs. And yeah, here's the best part. Just absolute best part. He sword dances thinking I'm out of eruptions, but I'm not. So I stop him from baton passing to anything dangerous. So that's good. It's great. And he switches out to his Aerodactyl, and I have to switch out to my Latios, which he Stone Edges, and that just, I get destroyed. There's more than half, and that's going to kill me, because he lands it both times. So that's the end of my Latios. So I'm just going to bullet punch his Aerodactyl, try and take it out, and I do, basically, except for his Focus Sash. So I know he can't really do anything, but he taunts me. So now I can't use Sword Dance, but it's not that big a deal. But then he sends in his Snorlax, which I have superpowers, so I was wondering why, but then I was guessing that he was provoking my superpower, and I was right, because he sends in his Gliscor, which resists superpower. So I made a big mistake, and I knew I was falling into that, but I didn't want to overpredict. So I send in my Registeel, because me and him always have a war with Registeel and Gliscor. It's ridiculous. And yeah, it does a third of damage, which I hate because he's got a Yachi Berry on that thing. For some weird reason, he's got a Yachi Berry, not leftovers. So I set up Stealth Rocks, and I figure that setting those up will help me later against that Aerodactyl. So I switch into my Sceptile, which will take the hit pretty well. Great, actually. And I don't lose my Registeel just yet. So I seed it, seeing as his only move is Aerial Ace. And it's not a really strong physical attacker. So I know I could survive, because I got some defense EVs on this thing. And I'll just let the Leech Seed do its job. And he switches out, unfortunately. But this is the good news. I have Grass Knot, which doesn't do anything at all. It's not that great. But I have Hidden Power Fire. And he doesn't bullet punch me to get even a little bit of damage off on me. And I am able to kill a Scizor with my Sceptile. Because it's just perfect. This is a good scissor counter, to be honest with you. Hidden Power Fire is awesome on a Sceptile. But I Leech Seed the Togekiss, and I miss when I should have subbed. But my mistake. So now I got a crippled Sceptile again. And it's not a huge deal. I can recover from this, but he thought I was gonna switch out. So he Thunder Waved again, but I Leech Seed, and it landed this time, which is great. So I I'm doing pretty well so far. Because, you know, he air slashes me. And I basically left him in for death fodder. Because he's crippled. And there's nothing he can do at this point. And, yeah. What's it called? Send in my Celebi to, Celebi. Send in my Registeel to take the hit. And then paralyze this thing. And it's leech seeded, so I'm gonna get more health from it. And it's pretty good at this point, but I'm still pretty weak. And I'm using Ice Punch right now, and he switches into Gliscor, which is horrible for him. But the good news for him is he's got a Yachi Berry, which is so annoying for my Registeel. But this is it. Whoever gets a bigger hit kills it. So here we go, the battle of the century. And I survived barely, 19 HP. And I get the Ice Punch off, 4 times damage, and I kill it. So Registeel wins the battle, basically. Just takes it out. Then he sends out Snorlax, so I figure I could paralyze this thing and then explode. So I paralyze it first, just to get just chances of Power Hacks, but he Fire Punches me instead of taking chance to Curse. And there goes my Registeel. And it's okay, because I have my Cyanite, who could close combat this thing to death. And he doesn't switch out, because he doesn't have his Gliscor anymore. Woo! So, yeah, that's dead. And I figure, what the hell, I'll leave him in. Even this Aerodactyl is going to die to the Stealth Rock, which I was hoping for when I initially put those down. And then he's got his Togekiss, which gets significant damage off. So I switch out to my Blaziken. My Typhlosion. I keep saying Blaziken because of the name. But I erupt, just dealing as much damage as I possibly can. And I kill it with the eruption, because Typhlosion is just a beast. So, good game, QMaster. I hope we could somehow remake that epic match we had a few days ago, months ago. I don't know how long it was. But comment, rate, subscribe, and yeah, enjoy my night moon. See ya.